Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope everybody is well. I'm doing this video today because I would like to talk to you all about what's coming and how people who are going to harm us are going to look like us. Because we have a culture and a community, a backstabbing community. We have a community that is divided. We have a community where men don't like women and women don't like men. And we have no problem disrespecting each other in front of the entire world, online, in a store, in a club, and because we as adults have, for whatever reason, become segregated within our own community. Women tend to hang with women. Men are gravitating more towards having men, and we're having like these unnatural affections at an age where we should be uh, celebrating the culture, celebrating marriage, celebrating family, celebrating community. We don't do that. Brothers hang with brothers, sisters hang with sisters, and everybody's, acting like teenagers. And then we have this a couple of generations of young people or adults who grew up during the integration times, the phases, including myself. And so these people tend to have a world view of things instead of a nation or a people or, for intended purposes, race. We use racial construct because we are here in America. That's what we talk about, race. Um, from a racial perspective, like you don't always put your people first like other cultures. We've been taught to see things or see people from a inclusive, equitable perspective when nobody else does that. We're the only people that's taught to do that. And these other fringe groups like the alphabets and feminists. So the reason I'm talking about this is because I had a dream this morning, and I went to sleep. I woke up and went back to sleep and went back to the dream. And so it's very vivid in my mind. So I want to talk about it. And I want to talk about it because in this dream, our people were killing us. Our men were killing us with machine guns. And they had military uniforms on. And I was I was like, what is happening? They like the men didn't have any expression on their face. It was just like, it's another day, it's a job, this is what I got to do. And they act like they had joy killing us. So in this dream, we were in cities, and I was in a city, and we were in high rises. Different people were in different high rises. For whatever reason, I was able to see inside of different buildings. But in my particular building, I could just hear the rapid fire of machine guns or automatic weapons going off, like big guns. And it started down at the lower floors, and you could just hear it. It was so frequently, you could just tell whoever was doing it, or the soldiers that were doing it, were just firing at whoever they saw. So if you happen to walk around the corner and they saw you, they just murked you. And I have to use coded language because you can't say but so much now on these platforms. So they were murking people, and as it got closer to us, we all were just like, "What do we do? We can't go up higher because if we go up higher, then we have to jump off the building. Well, we're gonna die anyway, so you might as well just die, just wait on death." And then we were trying to figure out like where do we hide, and All the offices were made of glass, which was made it challenging to hide. A lot of the offices were locked, so we couldn't go hide. We couldn't take the stairs because, of course, that's a one way up, one way down situation. So you're likely to run into a soldier who would harm you. And then if you got on the elevator, of course, same thing. Well, if you're on the elevator, everybody knows somebody's on the elevator, so they just hit a button and wait on you to get off for the door to open, and then they murk you. So it was like a really crazy dream. And at some point, we were able to see who was doing the shooting, and it was all people who look like us. Now, I can't say if those people were actually uh, uh, Judah or Israelite or African American or black, or whatever you want to call it. They definitely were black, but we don't know what type of black. And so as I saw them, I was thinking, I don't have my go bag. I don't have nothing. I'm stuck in this building. How I'm gonna get out? I think I was like on the fifth floor. I was like, I can't jump. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna break something. They're gonna catch me. And all the while, all you're hearing is the rapid fire of these weapons just going off just rapidly. So it was killing a lot of people, and it was mostly us that I was seeing. So we were, like I said, in office buildings and apartment buildings or whatever. And then at some point, I could look over the balcony and look out of the window, and I could see like people who were escaping were running towards like a bus or something, and or people running into houses and paths. There was a train behind this large building, and I don't know what was on the train, but it's like everybody was afraid to be near the train, because I don't know if it was like containers where they were storing people or what was going on. But it was just a scary scene. But it was scary because it was just all our people. Our people were victims, and our people were the perpetrators, the ones actually doing the murking, and they had on uniforms. And so I was listening to JWTV last night, and his report last night was very alarming because it sounds like it sounded to me like they were getting ready to prepare for the King Alfred's plan. If you don't know about the King Alfred's plan, you have to go over to my Rumble channel and type it in. I think I did do a video on YouTube, but I didn't title it King Alfred's plan. But the one on Rumble is titled King Alfred's plan. It, to me, this is what it sounded like, because the report talked about how local law enforcement, they're trying to put local law enforcement, local military, local fire departments, they're all trying to put them under FEMA. And if you know anything about the how the country is broken up into these 10 zones, they're broken up into 10 zones for FEMA management, and that's federal emergency management. So some things are supposed to happen in October. The closer, I told you, the closer it gets to November, the closer it gets to the election, a lot of stuff is going to start happening. You're already starting to see the beginnings of it with this whole Trump and Biden thing. Trump ain't, is can run for president. He's been found to have absolute immunity. So folks are all, you know, tangled up about that. And then you got Biden, who's literally pooping in his pants on stage and uh, reading from the teleprompter the instructions, and not coherent in his thoughts a lot of the times, not knowing where he's going or whatever. So something is getting ready to happen. We don't know exactly what it is. It's likely that either Biden is going to be replaced now. They're going to do the 25th Amendment on him, which, It's ironic because nobody wanted to do it before, but now it needs to be done. This is just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. This is so wild. This place is a zoo. But anyway, with whatever happens, whatever chaos, whatever the situations are being created for the chaos that they need in order to institute martial law, or the declare the national emergency, so that they can enact these executive orders that begin the ball rolling for them to come and basically start collecting Negroes and you Hispanics who out here darn are helping the adversary. They y'all name on the paper too to be collected. So while y'all out here hating and being anti-black, know there's an order to pick you up too. So be evil accordingly. Understand you shall reap what you sow as well. But in any event, will the black folks in the military turn on their own people? Or will they have their guns taken away and be the first ones taken off to these camps that they have set up for Negroes? Because y'all know they worried about us having a Messiah. They're worried about us getting our superpowers from the Most High so that we can war with our hands. They're worried about us coming together so that we can defend ourselves, because that's the first law of nature, self-preservation. So surely ain't nobody finna be sitting around letting folks just kill them all willy-nilly. I should hope y'all not. But in any event, our people are going to be used against us. What do you think they're going to do? I love to get your feedback in the comment section. But this dream was very vivid. It was very scary because I could see clearly the men in the video. I'm not in the video. I could see the men in the dream vividly. And I could see their faces. Their faces were stern. They didn't have any expression. It was almost like they were robots. And, not to say that they can be a robot in today's age, but it's just really it's really scary that we have so many people in our community who will actually do this because they think that they're going to get some honor, or they believe in the mission, or whatever it is. I'm concerned because our community is so broken and dysfunctional, and we hate each other so much that it's easy to see how this could happen. It's easy to see our people just coming in and eating us like it ain't nothing. Um, and I'm wondering when people's consciences are going to kick in, because unless they don't know the plan, unless there are like two sets of plans and everybody is working off of one thing, and then all of a sudden they're going to pivot and do this new plan. You have to know something is going on. And so, like, when are people just going to be like, I ain't doing this no more? Like, the people who spray the skies, or the people who put the stuff in the food. Like, when is somebody gonna be like, this ain't right? I not just tell and quit, or tell and tell some more, or tell the right people. But it is just so it's so disheartening to see people comply. And I realize that a lot of these people are fallen angels or possessed by something, which speaks to why the plans are accelerating and why they are so successful. There are a lot of people who worship different gods and other gods, or who are godless, so they're able to be inhabited by all these demonic spirits. But what what are we gonna do with our people? So I'm very interested in hearing, like, have you thought about this? Is anybody else having dreams about us being deleted because and deleted by our own people as a part of this agenda? I would really like to know, because I'm I'm traumatized by this dream that I had, because these men were young, they were very nice looking. You would think they would be coming to help, but nope, they were not coming to help. They were coming to help the adversary. So, what do y'all think? Are y'all having any dreams? What do you think about the people in our community who are going to go along with the program and delete us or round us up? Because y'all know, like in everything else, all throughout our history in this country, and even before, we've always had backstabbing, treacherous, traitorous, whatever you want to call them, um, spirit among our people. We will sell out each other for nothing, just for revenge. So, as we get closer to this time, as we get closer to October, we need to have these conversations, because we're not going to be able to trust everybody that looks like us. We don't know the backgrounds of people, um, even people around us, even people in our families. People going to sell you out. And I think we need to have this conversation a whole lot more, because there are a lot of people on the payrolls of the adversary getting paid to sell us out, getting paid to set us up, and getting paid to mislead us, including our celebrities, our entertainers, our athletes, our politicians, musicians, you name it. So, even at the local level, it don't take much to buy off black people. We just want to be accepted and used, and feel good, like we need validation. So we'll do anything for validation, include sell our people out. So, how do you feel about that? Have you thought about it? What are your plans for it? Do you have a way that you're going to vet outside of discernment, the Holy Spirit, which I strongly recommend everybody needs to be honing in on that, having your Holy Spirit, the rock, strengthened during these times, because people are going to be coming to you for help. You're going to be in places, because we never know when stuff going to kick off, where we're going to be at. You're going to be in places and folks are going to be, acting a fool. Are we ready for what's going to happen? And you don't know who you're going to trust. Somebody you may think that can help you, maybe your brother might be trying to set you up, or maybe trying to harm you, or may take from you, or maybe trying to take your life or lives of your family members. What are you going to do? This is a conversation that we need to have, and we need to have it frequently, because you're going to start to see people act crazy the closer we get to November. And folks just ain't ready for what's coming. So, what's the plan? Will the people who look like us be our brother's keeper, or will they be our murker? We don't know. And how will we know? And will we come together, and will we wake up? I don't know, but we need to really be praying and asking the Most High to hurry up and wake our people up. Even if it's at 11:59, wake up, because the adversaries are getting their final plans together, because everything else is falling apart. People are waking up. People are talking. The internet has been going down a whole lot this week and last week, if you have not been paying attention. And so has cell service. So our time to communicate is going to be winding down soon. What are your plans? Have you thought about them? I just want to put it out there so you can think about it. Everybody who look like us ain't us. And even if they are us, they don't have the spirit of the Most High in them. They are possessed by something else. And so, are you ready to deal with the consequences? I don't know. But in any event, let's think about it and let's talk about it. All right, leave me your comments in the comment section below, and I will be responding to the comments because I'm shook. This dream is really vivid, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what in the heck is happening? Why are they shooting us? We didn't do nothing." And it was happening right here in America. So I don't know if that's a precursor to what's about to happen, but we need to be vigilant. Just because you're around your people don't mean that they're actually your people if you are awakened and you're an Israelite. So turn your light on and walk with your spiritual eyes open at all times because people are getting ready to become wicked and we're not going to be able to trust a lot of them, unfortunately. All right, y'all. This is Marla K. Love y'all. And I'm out.